So we're starting today's class with Namaskar 1 and Namaskar 6. That's it, just two forms. After that, the focus is standing postures. Now, in the standing postures, we're trying to mainly focus on the cross beam posture, which is parighasana. But even when we get there or on our way there, we'll be doing things in two ways, once with a bit of a stretch and once with a little bit of strength. And that is the focus, especially when we get into into the target posture, all right, the cross beam pose, parighasana. Anyway, let's just start with two forms of the sun salutation, variation 1 and variation 6. Inhale up, forward bend down, left leg back, knee touch. Lift up the back knee first and then get into the plank, straight line. To the ground, 8-pointed salute, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale into cobra, chest up. Exhale, push back into dog. Left foot all the way forward, right knee touching the ground. Forward bend, folding over. And breathing in, up and back. Straighten, let it go. Continue up. Forward bend down. Right leg back. Plank. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra, chest up. Down dog, hips back. Right leg forward. Forward bend. And inhale, up and behind. Straighten, release. Knee touch and arms up. Hands down and plank. Down to the ground. Cobra, chest up. Down dog, hips back. Left forward, arms up. Hands down and a forward bend. Remember to drop your head. Inhale, up and behind. Straighten, let it go. Last one for the day. Up. Forward bend down. Right leg back. Arms up. Hands down and plank. Down. Knees, chest, chin. Cobra, chest up. Down dog, hips back. Right leg forward. Arms up. Hands down and a forward bend. Inhale, up and behind. Straighten, let go. Okay, let's start practice. We'll start with the down dog, and of course, we'll use a down dog every so often in between postures. Let's just do this. Front of the mat. Breathe in. Fold over, hands touch the ground, and step back into a downward dog. And that's it, just hold it for a few breaths. Okay, time to move. Right leg all the way forward, back knee touching the ground, and really simple. is just a low crescent lunge. Waiting here for a moment though. Then nice and slow, hands on knees, sit up. Now we won't take the arms up. For the third movement over here, you'll keep your hands on your hips, push the hips forward a little bit, and if you can, look up. If you don't like looking up, that's okay, but try and really open your shoulders out. Release, nice and gentle, hands down, and move back into your down dog. Left foot all the way forward, right knee touching the ground. Waiting here with your hands down initially. Hands on knee, body up. Wait here for a few more seconds. And then finally, hands on hips, a little bit of a push, elbows pointing behind, look up. And release. Wonderful. Hands down and a downward facing dog. Now, almost the same thing's happening, but with the back leg absolutely straight. So it's a high crescent lunge that we're trying to get into. Starting first, right leg all the way forward, back leg absolutely straight with your hands on the ground. Now, wait here. And this one we'll try and make a little longer by shuffling the back foot further back. Keep your neck neutral. You're not looking forward. You're just looking at the ground. To make it safer, let's lift up the hip a little bit and then get that left foot a little further forward, just a few inches. And now you get the body up. So you notice the hip is slightly higher than the knee, and that's done purposely. Arms up. Wait here. So as of now, we're not trying to make this too low and too perfect, specifically doing a little less. Absolutely straight arms. Last one, hands on hips. Push the hips a little forward, roll your chest and shoulders open, and then only if you can look up. Be very careful while looking up because it can make you lose balance. Slow getting your neck to neutral, and then hands down to the ground, downward facing dog. So, whenever we ask you to look up, if you don't want to, you don't really have to. Or you can look up less, maybe. Left foot all the way forward. Right leg straight. And for this first one, let's make it longer. Right foot further back. Shuffle, shuffle, and hold that position for some time. Right heel up. Okay, slight change. Lift the hip up a little bit. Right foot a little closer forward. And then really nice and slow, body up, arms up. High crescent lunge. Hands on hips. Last one. Curving the back a little bit, rolling your shoulders back, and maybe looking up. If you don't like to look up, that's fine. Slow release, neck first, and then hands down, down facing dog. Okay, now things change a little bit. Our focus or our next posture is the pyramid Parshottan. But we'll do this over 2 cycles. So we'll do it twice. First with the knee bent, and then the second time, if you like, with the straight leg, with the front leg straight. Right leg all the way forward. Left foot a little closer, let's say halfway up the mat, and then flatten the back foot. Breathe in, look up, and breathe out, fold over completely. Now keep that right knee bent. So even if you can, don't straighten it. You have plenty of time to do that later. Right now, all you're trying to do is lie down on your thigh. Slow with the right knee bent, start coming up. And when you come up, straighten both your legs. Wait over here for a moment, ensuring that your hips are absolutely forward facing. Inhale, arms up, and just wait there. Third one over here, hands on hips. Now, careful here. Push the hips a little bit, roll your chest open, shoulders back, and only if you can, look up. Remember, please be careful while looking up. Now, in this one, you want to feel the weight on both your legs. So you're not standing entirely on the back leg, you're not standing entirely on the front leg. Looking up is optional. Enough. Inhale, neutral neck, head up. Right knee bent, hands down to the ground, downward dog. Left leg all the way forward. Right leg a little closer. Back foot flat. Breathe in, look ahead. And remember, left knee bent. Breathe out all the way down. Even if you can, do not straighten the left leg. We will do this once more, and that's when we'll try and straighten the front leg. Slow, keeping the left knee bent. Inhale, come on up. Spending a moment ensuring that you're facing forward completely and arms up. That's it, just arms up, nothing more than that. Facing forward with your chest, with your hips, everything. Front legs straight. Hands on hips. Push a little bit, rolling your shoulders open, standing on both your legs if you can. Drop your head back. Inhale, neutral neck first. Left knee bent, hands down to the ground. Down dog, and almost the same thing, but of course with certain differences along the way. Right leg all the way forward. Left leg a little closer. Flatten the foot. Breathe in, look up. Breathe out all the way down. And if you can, straighten the right leg. Right knee bent. Inhale, start coming up. Once you come up, arms up. Very similar. But now for the third piece of the puzzle, instead of taking your hands on your waist and then sort of dropping your head back, from here, all we'll do is take our arms behind your ears and try and curve a little bit. Once again, making sure that you're standing on both legs. Now, if you don't want to look up, you don't have to. Looking forward might also work for you, but really try and create a bit of a back bend in the upper back. So, really opening your shoulders by taking your arms further back. Straighten up. Right knee bent, hands down, downward facing dog. Left foot all the way forward. Right foot a little closer. Breathe in, look ahead. Breathe out, fold over completely, and then, if possible, left leg straight. If possible. Left knee bent, slow. Inhale, start coming up. Both legs absolutely straight, arms up, waiting here for some time. Hips facing forward, front leg absolutely straight. And now finally, opening up your shoulders a little bit more by curving only from the upper back, sending your arms behind your ears, maybe looking up, maybe not. Weight on both your legs. So you don't want to feel like you've started to stand on the back leg only. You're standing on both those legs. Wonderful. Straighten up. Left knee bent, hands down. Step back into a down dog. Shake about a little bit. And then knees down to the ground. Sit for a moment. Relax. Okay, now things change a little bit. So we now focus on side bends. So we start with a triangle, then we'll try and add a little strength to the triangle, and then into a tilted crescent or a tilted palm tree, parighasana. And then we'll try and go into parighasana, the crossbeam posture, which is basically our target for today. Now, if you like, keep a block close by. Let's just get into this. Hands forward, down dog. First, triangle posture. Right leg all the way forward, back foot flat. Inhale, come on up. Ready for triangle. Breathe in, tuck the hip in, go forward and down. And you're welcome to start with the ankle. You don't have to go all the way to the ground. So use your ankle, use your block, use your shin if you have to. And only if you're feeling comfortable over here, all the way down, triangle. So we're really trying to stretch for this first attempt. If you can, look up at the left thumb. Trikonasana. Inhale up, slow. Turn to the side, and then turn to the opposite direction. So left leg 90 degrees, left foot 90 degrees. Triangle over here, breathe in. Tuck the hip in, travel forward to the left and then down. And if you like, all the way to the ground. Inhale up, face the side for a moment. And now let's try and do the same thing, but with a little bit of strength. Turn the right foot 90 degrees, breathe in, lean forward and down, and don't go too low. So shin or lowest would be the ankle, not lower than that. Things are going to change a little bit over here. Slow. Rotate your left arm so that your palm faces forward and then extend your left arm until it's in line with your torso. Now, to make it easier, you'll come higher. To make it harder, you'll go lower. Chest facing the side, wait. If you can, right hand not resting anymore, hanging in midair. And if you still think that's okay, now let's try and make it even stronger. Both arms parallel to each other just for a few seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Get your hands close to your chest. Inhale up and turn to the side. Now let's do the same thing in the other direction. Left foot 90 degrees, arms up, breathe in. Tuck the hip in, go forward and down, resting on your shin or your ankle. Right arm rotating first and then pointing forward in line with the right side of your rib cage. Not more, not less. Left hand hanging for a few seconds just to see if you can bear this weight. And then finally, for 5 seconds only, both arms parallel to each other. Let's go. To make it easier, come higher. And that's it. Hands close to chest. Inhale up, hands down, and gently shuffle your legs together. Relax a little bit. Now, same sort of logic, but things change a little bit. We'll now try and do Tiriyak Tadasana, the twisting or the oblique or the crooked palm tree, also known as the crescent posture, one of the crescent postures. We'll do this with feet apart. Feet about shoulder width apart, not too much wider than that, just about shoulder width. Let's just use one arm and try and stretch more than anything else. Right hand on your thigh, left arm straight up. Breathe in and exhale, curve to the right. And when you do this, use the right hand for some support. Really trying to lengthen the left side of your body. So you've got a little bit of help over here. Inhale back up, hands down. Now we're going to the same side, but this time we'll try and do it with strength. So we'll use both arms, and you're more than welcome to do less. Fingers interlocked, palms up. Lengthen up for the ceiling, go up, 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 up. And exhale, curving to the right, pushing your hips to the left, both arms absolutely straight, curving to the right, chest facing forward, and stay for a short time, not too long, but really hold yourself in there. Inhale back up and release. Same thing in the other side. Right arm up, left hand on thigh. Breathe in. Arm and head close to each other. So you don't want to see your head going away from the arm. Keep them close to each other. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, curve to the left. Breathe in, back up. Hands down, relax for a moment. Same side, but now trying to use a little more strength. Fingers interlocked, both arms up. Palms facing the ceiling. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, curve to the left. Remember, it doesn't matter if you're doing less, but straight arms and chest facing forward. Absolutely active legs. Inhale back up and release. Relax. Okay. Now we've come to the one that we really want to do and we really want to try hard at. The peak posture for this practice, and that's the cross beam posture, parighasana. So travel to the left side of your mat and fold it maybe once, maybe twice, really doesn't matter. Use all the padding you want. You can even use an extra towel or something for your knee. Left knee on the mat, right leg out to the side. Now, a few things to remember. So, one is that right foot. How do you want to hold it? You can point it, you can flex it, you can turn it slightly inward and flatten it. Now, you might want to do this, yeah, keep it completely flat, toe pointing forward. If you do that, you will lock up at the hip and you will not move. Very few people can actually fold over or side bend comfortably with this position. So it's very likely that this will not work for you. Very likely. Choose one of the others. Pointed, flexed, slightly inward and touching the ground. All okay. Fine. This makes it very tricky for the hip. Anyway, that's one. Now, the second point over here, right heel, left knee in one line. So you don't want to see the right knee going forward or behind. That's the second thing you think about. And the third and most important thing is when you actually start doing the posture, you don't want to lean. And what is a lean? A lean will look like this. You see that? I've started leaning with my left thigh. No, the left thigh or the stationary thigh is absolutely perpendicular to the ground, always. Let's go. First with a little rest. Right hand on leg, left arm straight up. Breathe in. And very slow, with a little bit of rest from here, with a little bit of support from this right side, curving to the right. Now, if you like, you can take your right hand to the ground. That just makes it a lot easier, a lot more comfortable. You're welcome to use blocks. Maybe you can go deeper, but remember, no leaning with the left leg. Chest facing the side. Do not turn your chest into the ground. Inhale back up. Hands down on the ground. Sit for a moment. Now we are going with the same leg again, but we'll just rest here for a moment. Now this next one's going to be quite strong because you're going both arms up, which means you'll have to control your weight using the sides of your torso. How do you take care of yourself? Very simple, just do less. It's completely okay. We're not trying to stretch too deep. Let's do this. Left knee on the mat, right leg out to the side, absolutely straight vertical body over here. Both arms up. Now you can keep your arms parallel, but if you like, maybe join your hands and that might actually work better for you. Maybe. Breathe in, reach up for the ceiling, breathe out, nice and slow, curving to the right, keeping your chest facing the side. Do not lean with the hip, both arms absolutely straight, as less as you prefer. Parighasana, cross beam. Inhale back up, hands down, and sit in Vajrasana for a moment. Relax your knees, relax your thighs. Okay, move to the other side of your mat and create a bit of a fold over there. So that's my mat folded. Right knee on the mat, left leg out to the side. Choose your foot position. Right thigh absolutely perpendicular. First attempt with a little bit of rest, with a little bit of support, let's say. Right arm up. Breathe in and exhale, curving to the left. Slow, no hurry. If you like, use the ground, no problem at all. Do not let your thigh lean. Maybe going deeper, maybe not. Whatever you do, chest facing the side. Inhale back up, hands down, sit for a moment. Okay, second attempt, trying to do some strength work now, or adding more strength to it. Come on up, left leg out to the side, absolutely vertical body, right arm up, both arms up. If you like, fingers interlocked, hands together. Breathe in, reach up for the ceiling, really long, tall feeling. Exhale, curving to the left. Chest facing the side, only as deep as you like. Inhale back up, hands down. Sit in Vajrasana and relax. Okay, beautiful work. Lie down on the ground, standing posture's done. Lie down for a moment, just relax, let it go. All right, sit up. So cross your shins, hold on to the feet, roll up into a seated position. And now let's try and discover how that lengthening of the sides might affect the way we bend forward. So, still really making use of everything that we just did. Starting off first in a butterfly, soles of the feet touch, knees out to the side. You're welcome to lean back a little bit, you're welcome to flap a little bit, and then let's sit up straight. To make it easier, take your feet slightly away from you. All right, I'll just face forward so you can see me better. Okay, right hand on the ground, left arm straight up. Exhale, curving to the right. Now, when you do this, don't let the left knee come up. Keep your thighs exactly as they were, curving as less as you like. Use the right hand for support. You're welcome to move it a little bit here and there. Just make sure you're facing forward. You're not turning into the ground. Inhale back up, hands down. Change. Left hand down, right arm up. Breathe in and exhale, curve a little bit to the left. Right arm absolutely straight. So you're not bending the elbow, really straight right arm. Arm and head close to each other. Inhale back up, hands down. If you like, pull your feet a little closer to yourself. So a little closer to the groin. Hold on, breathe in. Now look slightly upward and exhale, lean only halfway forward. That's it, just halfway. I'm not asking you to go all the way down today. This is all we need. Elbows back, everyone. So don't pop your elbows out to the side. Elbows back. Just looking slightly forward, trying to lean forward with a flat back rather than hunching. Flat back, lean forward as less as you like. Beautiful. Inhale up. Right leg forward. Left knee out to the side. We're going to Janu Shirshasana, but rather than go up and move forward in the traditional way, we'll just keep the hands here on the ground. Now, you can use fingertips if that works better for you. Otherwise, flat palms is good. Breathe in. Now, anyone who wants can bend the right knee slightly to make it safer. If you feel the need to do that, go for it. Breathe in and breathe out. Walk forward a little bit. Stop there. Breathe in. Walk forward a little bit more. Stop there. And let's go one more attempt. Breathe in and go as far forward and down as you can. Hold the foot. Inhale, half up. Exhale, release. Change. Left leg forward, right knee out to the side. Hands on the ground. Breathe in and out just a little bit. Wait. Yeah, just breathe normally while you're waiting. Let's try again. Inhale. On the exhale, a little bit of a forward movement. And maybe a little bit more. On the exhale, a little bit more. Hold the foot. Inhale, half up and release. Okay, same rules apply. Now, if you can, only if you can, you'll go left leg in half lotus. But if your knee doesn't like this, you're just welcome to do left leg in front. Okay, so one of those two. Sukh asana with the left leg in front, or half lotus with the left leg on top. Only if it's absolutely comfortable for you. Right hand on the ground, left arm straight up, and exhale, curving to the right. Inhale back up. Stay there. I'll just turn around to give you a better view. In that same position, hands on the ground, breathe in and exhale as far forward as you can go. Look up, slowly push yourself back up. Okay, change the cross. So either you have right leg in front, or maybe you have right leg completely on top, half lotus. Left hand on the ground, somewhere in line with your hip. It could be a little behind, that's okay, but not too far back. Yeah, somewhere in line with the hip. Right arm straight up. And exhale, curving to the left this time. Stay in control of your neck. Right arm absolutely straight. Arm and head close to each other. Inhale back up and release. Both hands on the ground. Breathe in and out. Let's start. You can walk with your hands. You can crawl with your fingers. Maybe you just slide as far forward as you like. Slow look up. Get yourself all the way up. Now, release your legs. Right leg forward. Left leg, only if possible, only if absolutely completely comfortable for you, I'll say half lotus with the left leg. Now, maybe when you're doing a half lotus, you have a block over here under the knee. Now, let's say that still doesn't work for you. You'll keep a block over here under the foot, all right? And your foot is right beside your thigh, just like a Janushirshasan. So really choose what you want to do. Only if it really works for you, I'll ask you to get into half lotus. Otherwise, you're just doing head to knee anyway, Janushirshasan anyway. Hands on the ground, breathe in. We're not lifting and moving the normal way today. Breathe out a little bit forward. Stop there. Breathe out further forward. And finally, on the exhale, maybe even more. Maybe not. Hold the foot. Inhale, half up. Exhale, release. And change legs. Left leg straight. Right knee bent. Maybe the usual way, maybe in half lotus. Using blocks if you need it. Hands on the ground. Breathe in. Breathe out. A tiny forward movement. On the exhale, a little bit more. And finally, a little bit more. Hold the foot. Inhale, half up. Release. Let it go. Legs out in front. Relax slightly. Fine. Final bit. Both legs out in front of you. Left hand on the ground. Right arm straight up. And a little bit of a curve to the left. So this is what you look like. Yeah? It's not a traditional practice, but let's just see if that works along with everything else that we've been doing. Curving a little bit. Right arm up. Curving a little to the left. Arm and head close to each other. Inhale, return. Down. Right hand on the ground, left arm up, curving a little bit to the right. Your chest is still facing forward. You're not turning to face the ground. You're just trying to lengthen the left side of the body. That's it. Inhale back up, hands down. Now, for a brief moment, get onto your knees. You're welcome to have knees together or knees apart as you see fit. Hands on the ground, breathe in. And breathe out, walk or slide forward with your hands as long and flat as you can manage. Look up and using your hands, help yourself up. Both legs are in front of you. Now we'll start with knees bent. All right. But if you want, after you fold over completely, maybe you can straighten a little bit, maybe you can straighten completely, entirely up to you. All I'm trying to say here is the straight legs is not the focus. The focus is to really get your body folding flat over your thighs. So maybe you're stuck here, and that is fine. That's completely okay. Let's start. Knees bent, feet together, slightly bent. Inhale, reach up for the ceiling. Exhale, go forward, hold the feet. Breathe in, pull back for a moment, and breathe out, fold over your thighs and wait here for some time. Okay, if you can, a little straighter, only if you can. Maybe completely straight, folding over. Maybe not. Hold the feet, inhale, half up, release, and lean back a little bit. Relax, let it go. Fine, time to start closing up. Now, before we actually continue, so with this last posture, with the Paschimottanasana, we could have gone straight legs and then moving, just like we did for the previous two postures. But because it's with both legs out in front of you, if your hammies are tight, you'll just start hunching in no time and you won't be able to move properly. Okay, so it just makes a lot more sense to then try to the bent knees and maybe straighten out if you can. So we change the program a little bit over there. Anyway, let's finish off today's practice. Left leg absolutely straight, right foot crossed over. Now we're doing three twists turning to the right, but we will increase the intensity just a little bit every single time, right? Just a little bit. We're really taking it easy over here. Left leg straight, right foot crossed over. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, easy grab with your forearm and turn. Come back. Second attempt. Inhale, left arm up. Exhale, cross over the thigh with your upper arm and turn. Inhale, come back. And for the last one, both knees slightly bent. So both legs together, knees slightly bent. Now, maybe you're a little lower, maybe you're a little higher, all okay. As long as you're not leaning behind, you're doing fine. Inhale, left arm up, and exhale, crossing over. Turn to the right for the last time. Come back. Okay, all of those on the other side. Right leg straight, left knee bent, foot crossed over. Inhale, right arm up. Easy grab with the crook of the elbow, with the forearm. Turn to the left. Come back. Breathing in, right arm up. Exhale, cross with the upper arm this time, slightly stronger. Left hand behind you, turn. Come back. Both legs together, knees slightly bent, absolutely vertical spine. Flexed feet rather than pointed, so keep them flexed. Yeah. Inhale, right arm up. Exhale, crossing over with the forearm perhaps, left hand behind you. Turn for the last time. Return to center. And really slow before we lie down, let's just neutralize the back a little bit on your hands and knees. First, let's corrupt the cat pose slightly. So we're not doing a perfect cat. I'll ask you to take your knees a little further behind the hip line. A little further, not too far. Over here, allow the back to dip, allow the shoulders to retract completely, and then just let the head hang. So the only part of you that's working is your arms. You're keeping them absolutely straight. Everything else is just falling into place. Okay, neutral shoulders, neutral back, neutral neck. And now get your knees directly under your hips for a proper cat pose. Breathe in, dipped back, look up. Breathe out, drop your head, hunch your shoulders, tuck your tail in. Come to neutral. And then lie face down on the ground. We are done with class. Finished. Down. Make sure your neck is comfortable and spend some time allowing the breath to slow down. Slow, using your hands. Help yourself up on hands and knees. Push your hips back, lifting your knees off the ground, of course. Step forward with the feet apart. Inhale up. Still standing with the feet apart. Then feet together. Palms together. Breathe out, bow.